Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Second down, Jackson. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's a gain of 14 and a first down. From the 35, it's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Play action now. Jackson. Back to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On the ground, here is the rookie from Michigan State. Oh, a loose football. One of the Ravens has it.
As you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
The drive will start on the ground. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Budda Baker active and making the tackle there. They face second down and 7. From the gun, Jackson. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. A pickup there of 28 yards. Jackson now to throw on first down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Jackson now on second down. Now he'll run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, and he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On third down, Jackson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
Big-time pitch and catch there on third down to extend this drive. Feels like they've got to come away with 6. You want to strike first. It'll go a long way in determining how the rest of this game plays out.
He is in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Let's go. 70 range. 7, Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Hook.
To throw is Howell. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Back to throw. Howell. Catch made there by Waddle. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
18 Rattler. Warrior 70. Ready.
Howell. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Go! 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Throwing is Howell. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down.
Mustang 19. Here we go.
Here's Howell. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Here we go. Set. 19 Lion.
In motion, it's Waddle.
Take go.
Now it's Howell. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he will score. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown Steelers. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll stick with him again. And he's able to find the crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Second down and 8.
70 range. Come on. Set. Go.
They'll throw with Howell. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Gay to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Report.
On play action, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
There's a 3rd down and 4.
We change it.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Steelers. Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now Jackson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A first down throw for Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Up the middle they go. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Jackson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
First and 10.
Trap 60. Set. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
180. It's up. Come on.
On first and 10, Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. This one runs out of steam off the crossbar and comes back. No good. And the score remains level. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Steelers go up by 7, 28-21. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for second down and 4. To throw is Howell.
The pass. A 15-yard loss brings up third down.
Got it. Ready?
Third and long.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 10.
Back to throw. Howell. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. To the ground, a first down run. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Now, Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
And a great job here by the defense being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge fourth down stop.
Howell. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter
Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing is Howell. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
19, Lion. 18, Pioneer. Hut, hut.
They'll throw with Howell. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. It's first down, and they'll run. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Off the play fake. Jackson going up top. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Howell. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead.
A big hole. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is his third touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Steelers are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot. It's hot.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
A throw on the move is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Throwing Jackson. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish strong.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Jackson looking to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll go down, back at the 4.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Higgins sent in motion. 3rd and goal for Jackson. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Now it's Howell. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop,
look at him go! And he will score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Jackson now on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Ravens first down.
A first down throw for Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. Roll. 60 Bison, ready?
Once again, it's Gibbs. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Ready, set.
3rd and 5.
Cup 19. 7 Pirates.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. To throw is Howell. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Whoa. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Let's go.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be taken down. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Pistol formation with Jackson. He's got it at the 3.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there. And they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column.